Some of you might not know this about me, but there is a game series that I have been following for a long time, and that is the Girls Frontline series of games. From Girls Frontline to Project Neural Cloud, even Reverse Collapse, and also one of their most recent and best looking games, Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. But even if you don't know anything about it, now is going to be a great time to get into the game with the new Thriller Wonderland event happening from October 16th to November 5th. Especially with one of the new characters that you can get, Florence, a medical nurse. Get it? Like Florence Nightingale. But don't let the name fool you. Although she is more than ready to take care of your injuries, she is also a bit of a temptress that may lead people into those exact injuries in the first place. Florence uses a handgun and is also known as PA-15, which you may know of from the original Girls Frontline, or maybe because that is her signature weapon that she uses. That's right, if you weren't aware of what the Girls Frontline franchise is about, one of these things is the insane attention to detail about the characters and also the weapons on which they are based on. As such, the game has some absolutely stunning 3D visuals when it comes to not just the weapons themselves that you can freely customize in-game, but also some beautiful 3D character models that you can also get a very, very good look at. One place where you can see how good these 3D models look is in the Refitting room, which is where you go to upgrade and kit out your dolls. Here in the Refitting room, you can see them geared up and ready for action. And you can even get some special animations too when you tap on them in the menus. You can also zoom in and rotate the models and see various other animations too, where you can see every little detail up close and personal. And when you upgrade them, they even have unique animations of them training in the shooting range as you level them up. And another cool thing that you can do is that when you equip your dolls with weapons, you can actually see the weapon change depending on what you equip them with, and even what attachments you put on that weapon, meaning that the attachments you pick for your weapon are not just for stats, but also for style. Alternatively, because T-dolls need a place to relax after their missions, you can also catch them over in the dormitory, where you can see these characters really come to life as you watch them lounge around and relax. And of course, there is nothing stopping you from getting up close and personal in the dormitory too. Here, just like in the Refitting room, you can see them in different poses as they go about their way, relaxing in their room. And also, you can interact with them to see some special animations too. While you're with your dolls in the dormitory, you can also give them various gifts too to increase their bond. This will unlock more information about them, as well as some new poses and animations, and even making them stronger in combat with increased stats. But of course, you will also need to take these girls, also referred to as T-dolls, out to combat. And that is where the turn-based combat really shines, with its in-depth strategy and team building as you watch your dolls fight it out with a beautiful art style based on physically based rendering technology. And if you're wondering how you can get enough characters to fill out your team, don't worry. When you first start out, by simply playing through the game, you can earn up to 120 free pulls by simply completing the in-game missions. But more importantly, let's come back to that event, the Thriller Wonderland, running from October 16th to November 5th. This is where Florence will be the star of the show, of course, throughout the entire event story. And to go alongside this story, there is also going to be a banner for Florence where she will be the rate-up character, as well as another banner for her signature handgun, the Easo. Florence is a medical doll, sure, but she's far from your average healer. She's got a straight shooter personality where she'll tell you exactly what's on her mind, no sugarcoating. And yes, she can be a bit, let's say, provocative, but that's just part of her charm. As a support character, Florence offers a lot to your team. Florence can apply a buffing stimulant to your allied units that give them a damage increase at the cost of draining some of their HP. Remember, like we said, she is a bit of a thrill seeker after all. She'll give you some buffs, but it's gonna cost you. She can also apply a debuff to the enemies that increases the amount of hydro damage that they take, further amplifying the rest of your team. And then her ultimate skill lets her summon Aureos, which can help act as a decoy to take damage for Florence, while also dishing out some damage through its own counterattacks. But if you do not like Florence and her deceptive nurse looks in her default outfit, there is also going to be a skin available for her, the marvelous yam pastry skin, which shows a different side of Florence as she is staying up all night for some late night gaming with the commander in her bedroom. But don't forget though, with a personality like Florence's, the commander should still be a little bit wary on whether or not this is another one of her thrill-seeking tricks that she's playing on you. And if you like the skin, this event is a great time to get her skin as it'll actually be on sale for a lower price only during this event. So you'll have to act fast if you want to take advantage of this discount. Now, we've been yapping on and on about Florence, but there are so many other beautiful looking dolls in the game. Another example of one is Quiha, who is actually going to be having a rerun banner alongside Florence too. And if you're an older fan of the game, or Girls Frontline as a series, there are some other fan favorites that I know you will love. For example, Klukai, who you may all know as HK416 from Squad 404, or most recently Springfield, who is actually a really good support in this game, which is incredibly on point with how she looks. In fact, one of the main dolls that you start out with is Groza, also known as OTS-14, one of the original 5-star AR dolls that you could have gotten in the original Girls Frontline. Now, step 1 of enjoying the new dolls in the game though is of course pulling for them. So, let's go ahead and go over to the banner to get Florence and her weapon. Here we have Florence. Look at that animation. And we also have her little pet. And oh, the whip as well. Okay. But let's do our pulls though. Let's try and get her. So of course what we're looking for here is we're looking for the gold along those sides. Or also from the chopper itself. But even if we don't get that, it's fine. We can still get some other stuff as well. A retired pistolet, some weapons as well. Ooh, and a Shakri! She's actually a pretty good fire unit, by the way. Or a burn unit, as the game would put it. And what a treat to come back to every time we open up the pull menu. It's a real temptress every time you come back here. Let's see what we get. No gold, but okay, nothing great, but it's fine. Fun fact, by the way, so actually, you can do up to 80 pulls, and after 80 pulls, if you have not yet gotten a 5-star, you are guaranteed to then get a 5-star. But also, every time you do at least 10 pulls, oh, never mind, hang on. I was gonna say, every time you do 10 pulls, you are guaranteed a 4-star, but we are getting her nice and early. So, again, this is a 50-50 the first time. If you win the 50-50 and you get the limited unit, great. If you don't, there is next time, guaranteed. But it's fine. I believe in our luck. We're getting Florence right here, right now. That's not Florence. That's a Vepper. But don't worry. She's coming. I feel it. I think that's what it is. Florence reporting in. Some exciting, delightful experiences. Oh, a nice shot there as well with the... It's weird that a nurse has a whip, but you know what? Who am I to question? Who am I to question Florence? Alright, but what is Florence though without her signature weapon, the Easo? This one is a bit less though, so by the way, instead of needing 80 pulls to get a guaranteed 5-star of any option on the character banner, here you only need 70 to get the guaranteed 5-star weapon, which again, there is a 50-50, but I believe in our luck. Alright, unfortunately, it looks like our luck for the weapon is not as great as it was for Florence, but that's fine. We should be getting it we should be getting it right here, right now. Before we hit the soft cap, nice and early. Now, let's see. Can we give Florence the weapon that she needs? The weapon that she deserves. Yep, there it is. Look how good the model is. The light's reflecting off of it as well. The Easo. Damn, she is quite the nurse. Did you see it? Did you see her animation? Hang on, let's have a look at that animation again. Alright. Well, before we upgrade her, let's get a nice closer look at her. Actually, before we do that though, look at her weapons there. Just 2 regular pistols. No. You deserve better than that, Florence. Let's equip her with her actual Easo. Oh! It just looks complete now, doesn't it? I'm trying to get a look at her gun. I promise I'm trying to look at her gun. Oh, look at those hots. Blowing us a kiss as well. That's Florence's little special animation there. She has a little name card as well, saying her name is Florence. And also check out the little animation when you tap her legs there. Pay attention to the end, right there. And then of course, when we level her up as well, this is going to be that same animation that we see in the pull screen. Ooh, blowing us another kiss there. Like I said, and she may heal you, but she heals you with some bullets. Here she is back at home. Ooh, what's this? Do we dare ask what this pole is? The pose is considered entertainment. I wonder what that could mean. We tap on it, we get that little special animation. It looks like she is definitely putting on quite the show for us. Can she? Hang on, let's use our camera and get a better look here. By the looks of things, it looks like Florence is very talented. And now I'm just curious though, what about her skin? Oh, look at that. Is that the see-through? Hang on, how? We have a preview, so even if you don't want to buy it yet, you can give it a closer look to see if it's to your liking. Oh, okay, it's just this. She is wearing pants though, or some panties I suppose, but those are some very generous little hearts there. And there's also quite a bit of like skin indentation here with her little thigh strap there. Almost cutting off the circulation. And most importantly for, I feel like some people out there, she also notably has no shoes. Take with that what you will. And of course, this is only now $10 as opposed to the $13, thanks to that discount. Now, as a support, she's going to need a team, right? So I think we can probably pair her up with some other strong units like Suomi, who's another great support, Macchiato, a strong DPS sniper, and of course our main DPS, Tololo, who by the way also has a new skin in the patch, the Horizon Cruise outfit, which, fun fact, is inspired by a fan art on social media, which looked so good that they actually contracted the artist to bring their fan art to life, and boy does it look great in game. Just like the Florence skin being introduced this patch, Tololo's Horizon Cruise outfit will also be on sale for a discounted price for a limited time. So if you do like it, be sure to grab it while it's hot. So, her second skill special care lets her throw out a little buff, which she can throw out, and it's actually a pretty big buff. That can be an AoE cleanse and also an AoE heal, or she can target somebody specifically, which will give them a big boost. So, let's of course target our Tololo to give her a stimulant. It does cost her life when she uses her attack, but that's fine though. Also, get him, Arios! Of course, there's the Overwatch from Suomi, and also Macchiato, and also Arios. Even on the enemy's turn, we can also hit them. There we go. Yes, yes. Damage my Tololo. Damage her so that I can have Florence heal her. Ooh, he did take down Arios, which means that we can actually summon Arios here with Florence's unique. So you know what? Let's bring him back. And also, let's also get to see Florence's unique skill animation here. Now don't worry, Tololo is low in health, but we can fix that up with Suomi. Hello, Suomi! She gives everybody some shield and then also gives us a heal and also a barrier and also a convective index. But alright, we also want to see Florence use her. I mean, again, it's really only Tololo. She's pretty safe already, but I want to show off the heal that she can do. It's a big AoE heal, by the way, as well. And also because there was an enemy in range there, you saw Arios also attacked, which also meant that Suomi followed up. So it's like she heals, but she also does damage at the same time. So it's not like a purely healing aspect of her, which is really cool. Alright, and then let's finish this last guy off with our Tololo. Look at her. Look at how excited she was from that fight. You can see she's just eking for more combat. So, if you like what you see in Girls Frontline 2, whether it's the brilliant tactical gameplay, or a beautiful looking model with some incredible attention to detail, or maybe both, now is a great time to download Girls Frontline 2 Exilium with the upcoming Thriller Wonderland event, where you can pull for Florence, get some new outfits, and earn all kinds of exclusive rewards. You can download the game using the link in the description below, and if you want to make sure you keep up with any other Girls Frontline news, or if you want to speak to others about the game, you can follow their official Twitter account, or also join the official Girls Frontline 2 Discord server. But otherwise, as for me, that's everything, Commander.